This video costs you nothing, but way less than 10 minutes, but it will make you one of the smartest people in the room. Today, I'm breaking down how ASMR makes millions. If this shifts your perspective, please like and subscribe. That's exactly why BRAINELM Lab's channel exists. All right, let's jump right in with a number that might just blow your mind. By 2033, the whole ASMR market is expected to be worth over $5.2 billion. So you can see, this is way beyond just some quirky internet trend. It's a full-blown industry, and it's all built on something we kind of all need in our crazy, non-stop world, a little bit of relaxation. And that huge market value, well, it's not just an abstract number. It translates into some really serious cash for the people creating this stuff. The most successful creators, the ASMR artists, they're pulling in anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000 every single month. And some make even more than that. So it makes you wonder, right? How does that stack up against a more, let's say, traditional high-paying job? Well, take a look at this. The comparison is pretty wild. A top ASMR creator's estimated average salary can go over $130,000 a year. Now, to put that into perspective, the median salary for a lawyer in the US is around $114,000. Yeah, we're talking about a profession that takes years of school and passing an incredibly tough exam. Okay, so this brings up the big question. How? How in the world do they turn whispers and tapping sounds into such a profitable career? Well, it's definitely not like winning the lottery. No, it's about building a really smart, diversified financial plan, what you could call a revenue stack. Let's break that down, because I think a lot of people just assume it's all from YouTube ads, right? But the truth is, it's way more sophisticated than that. The smartest creators have a much more resilient business model because they pull money from a whole bunch of different places. Okay, so yeah, advertising is the biggest slice of the pie, no doubt. It makes up about 65% of their earnings. But, and this is the important part, look at the other pieces. A solid 20% comes directly from fans through subscriptions on sites like Patreon. Then you've got another 10% from brand sponsorships, and that last 5% is a mix of everything else. Merch, direct donations, you name it. That diversification is absolutely key to their success. And of course, your earnings potential changes dramatically depending on where you are on the ladder. A top creator isn't just making more money overall. They're commanding huge fees for sponsorships, often over $2,500 for a single video. Now, the ad revenue per 1,000 views is pretty consistent for everybody, but the real difference maker, it's just pure scale. The top creators get so many millions of views that 65% ad share turns into an absolute cash machine. All right, let's switch gears and talk about the digital stages where this whole economy actually lives. Each platform plays a really distinct, really crucial role in a creator's strategy to grow their audience and, make money. It's a whole interconnected ecosystem. YouTube is the foundation. You have to think of it like a vast, global library where most ASMR content lives forever. With its enormous reach, it's the #1 engine for discovery, and, as we just saw, the main source of that all-important ad revenue. It's the bedrock of an ASMR artist's career. Twitch, on the other hand, serves a totally different purpose. It's the interactive, live stage. This is where creators build a much tighter, more loyal community, because they can engage with them in real time. This is where you cultivate a dedicated fan base, which makes it a super powerful platform for getting revenue through direct subscriptions and donations. And then you've got the viral engine TikTok. Its algorithm is just a powerhouse for discovery. A creator can post one short, snappy ASMR clip, and it can just explode overnight, reaching millions of new people. So for them, it's the fastest way to go viral and then strategically funnel all that new traffic back to their more monetized platforms like YouTube and Twitch. So, with creators building these massive, highly engaged audiences, it was pretty much inevitable that major brands would take notice. This has led to the rise of what some people are calling transactional tingles, where that calming sensory experience gets directly tied to a commercial goal. And this quote right here, it gets to the very heart of why ASMR is so powerful for marketing. It basically says that even if you can't physically touch the consumer, you can still touch them using their other senses. Brands completely get this. They know they can use certain sounds and visuals to create a sensation that feels like touch, and that forges a much deeper, more persuasive connection. And the list of brands jumping on this is impressive and really diverse. It cuts across every single sector. We're seeing everyone from IKEA, remember their famous 25-minute long ASMR ad,
all the way to luxury fashion brands like Chanel and Coach, using these techniques to market their products in a fundamentally new way.
This entire economy works because of a powerful psychological loop of reciprocity. It starts with the creator offering a gift, the relaxation, the tingles. The audience then pays for this gift with their attention, their views, their likes, their comments. The platform's algorithm sees all this engagement and rewards the video with more exposure, which in turn allows the creator to build up their financial and social capital. It's a self-reinforcing cycle.
So, what's the actual science behind all of this? What is the fundamental neurological engine that's powering this multi-billion-dollar industry? For that, we need to look inside the brain.
First, let's just quickly define the phenomenon itself. ASMR is that relaxing, sometimes sedative sensation that often starts on your scalp and moves down your body. You might have heard it called brain tingles. Now, not everybody experiences it, but for those who do, it's triggered by very specific sounds and visuals, like whispering or slow, deliberate movements. And here is the crucial insight. Research suggests that ASMR activates parts of the brain that are rich in oxytocin, often called the love hormone. This is the same neurochemical that's released during social bonding, like hugging a friend. This helps explain why ASMR can create such a profound sense of trust and personal connection between a creator and their audience, a connection that is incredibly valuable to advertisers. All of this brings us to a final, provocative question for the future. We're already seeing a rise in AI-generated ASMR content. So, as artificial intelligence becomes flawless at creating the perfect, algorithmically optimized sensory experience, what happens to the value of a genuine human connection? What then is the future value of a human whisper?
If this helped you think clearly about how ASMR makes millions, please like and subscribe. The next video covers what most people still don't see.